All right, welcome to the stream. So, this is going to be dating advice and dating tips for relationships in 2026. We're going to talk about modern dating, and it's not all doom and gloom. Okay, the point of this is to show you that there's going to be good girls and there's going to be bad girls, right? So, I'm going to show you the obvious red flags, the green flags, and what you want to look out for when it comes to dating. And it's not doom and gloom. There's always going to be hope, but it's going to start with making you the best version of you. I know it sounds gay, but you need to self improve mentally, physically, and spiritually. If you can develop yourself with those three pillars, actually four, okay, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically. You do those four, you can go from below average to above average in 1 year, 12 months. That's it. So, what I do is I look at dating app profiles from Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble. And this is going to demonstrate to you, don't always listen to what a girl says, what she says, how she says it. That doesn't matter. Watch behavior, okay? Look at her behavior, look at her lifestyle, and see if that's compatible with what you look for in a relationship, right? Because it's the same thing whether it's online dating or in-person dating. You're still going to know this information at some point. The nice thing about online dating is you kind of get to it straight away. You can see it almost like a resume. And if you struggle with dating apps as a man, that's not the app's fault. It's not girl's fault. It's actually your fault. That means you're probably overweight. You have no personality. You're not interesting. And you probably work a minimum wage job. Okay, you don't need to be a multimillionaire to be successful with women. You need to have confidence and actually be physically attractive to women. Okay, that's the whole point. You don't pander to women, but a lot of guys they kind of do it in reverse. They work the wrong way. They try to chase women without improving themselves. Now, you don't also want to just improve yourself and don't even try to go after women. Okay, it works both ways. But what I found is if you can develop yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, half of the work is just gone because women will come to you and be more attracted to you because so many guys are average and below average, right? Most guys are overweight, out of shape, addicted to video games, weed, pornography. That right there is like 70% of all men. So if you can just get in shape by going to the gym every day, don't be addicted to video games, weed, and porn, you could be 5'4" and slain. All right. So let's take a look at the first profile here. So we're just going to start from the top. So I'm going to just run through it from top to bottom. So I'll read each what it says, and then I'll go back and give you my critique, okay, the psychology behind what she's saying and what she's doing. Okay, so first picture here at the gym, 30 years old, straight, self-employed, Catholic from Texas, and short-term, open to lung. All right. Pretty simple and straightforward. Okay, at the gym again. All right, so pretty simple, right? So let's break this down. Okay, so this may not be a problem to you, right? But I want you to think about it like this. Does it make sense for a girl who is a Catholic from Texas to dress like that in public? Should a Catholic woman dress like this? The answer is no. Okay. So that's a red flag. That's an incompatibility right there. That doesn't disqualify her, though, by any means, but it's just something to be aware of. You're like, all right, you say you're Catholic, but this is how you're dressing. Because part of that ideology, the religion, is modesty, conserving yourself for your husband, your boyfriend. Next thing is, okay, short-term relationship. You don't want to waste your time with short-term relationships. Time is money. Time is your most valuable asset. So don't waste it on short-term relationships. Now, you may want a long-term relationship and it ends up not working, which turns into something short-term, which is fine. But the goal should always be a long-term relationship. The good thing is she's not overweight. Okay. Like 65 or 70% of all women in America are overweight. So she's not overweight. I don't think she has any crazy tattoos that you can see. But that nose piercing, it's not for me. I'm not into tattoos or nose piercings. I think it's I think it's a red flag. I think girls that get that, just like with guys, it shows that they are impulsive, that they engage in risky behavior, and that's not good for to settle down in a relationship. Okay, but overall, it doesn't seem too crazy. So I'd give her 5 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. Okay, because at least she's already going to the gym. But this is how I would approach this: is if if I'm interested in her and I want to start talking to her, you don't start the conversation off or like the first couple dates with trying to get her to dress more modestly when she's with you, right? That's something you do after a couple dates where you're both interested in each other and you go to the gym or you're out in public and like, look, I don't want you to dress like this out in public, to respect yourself and me. If she's really about you, she'll obey. If she's not, that's the easiest way to disqualify her right there. If she's like, no, you're insecure, you're not a real man, like, all right, sure, whatever. And then you just stop talking to her. It's that simple. You don't got to waste your time with that. All right. Let's take a look at this next chick. All right, 27 years old, Catholic, Hispanic, still trying to figure out her dating goals. And this year, she really wants to enjoy her life and work on herself. Okay, so, all right, good. A little overweight, but she's in the gym. That's good. Anime is gay. All right. All right. So let's break that down. All right. 27, Catholic, good, straight, good. No crazy hair colors, no crazy tattoos. That's good. Okay. Nothing really stands out. She wants to work on herself. That's always a good thing. So this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see what else is in store. Ooh, look at that. So she's a Catholic that smokes weed. How you gonna be a Catholic? Look at that. She's a Catholic. But she smokes weed, as you can see right there. So that's a disqualifier automatically because you don't want a girl who she just it's just if she says she's religious, Catholic, Christian, but smokes weed, that's a disqualifier. So just based off of that, she's either delusional, crazy, or retarded. None of which is good. Another thing too is enjoy life. As a Catholic, yeah, that's not compatible. All right, let's take a look at this next one here. Okay. Not overweight, no crazy tattoos yet. Okay. Not a single mom, wants kids. That's good. Pumpkin patch. Mm, it's a little too basic for me. Okay. Odd. Okay. I love me a man that knows his way around the kitchen. No. Your job is to cook, right? And so this year, she really wants to go to more concerts, shows, and events, all with unique experiences. Why is that what you want to do this year, but you want kids? Okay, so really think about that, right? She wants kids, doesn't have kids. Okay. But this year, she'd rather just have unique experiences instead of, hey, I want to find a man, get married, and have kids, start a family, settle down. That's what the goal should be. Instead, she's choosing her own personal self interest, her own fun. Really think about that. Does that make sense? Does that sound compatible? No, it doesn't. All right, let's take a look at this next chick here. Okay, so good. Good thing is not overweight. The fake lips and the hair could be concerning. She's got some tattoos, so you want to be aware of that. She's looking for a kind, emotionally mature partner who values peace and consistency. Let's share laughter, good food, and maybe even a little adventure together. So look at that right there. So she's looking for, that's what she wants. Anytime you see these types of words where they want a partner, right? Emotions, gentle, soft, that's what she wants. 35 years old, long term relationship, and then what? What does this even mean? What does that even mean? I have to look at that. Gender blind. Wow. Okay. That's not going to work, obviously. Okay. Oh, okay. It makes sense why she's a pansexual, huh? This really makes sense because she's just outside. That's a city girl right there. Why? Like, I don't get the. Is she. Man, the tattoos, the fake lips, the nose piercing. I don't know, man. The way to win her over is she is into princess treatment and someone who can cook, communicate, and make her laugh. What? For a long term relationship, this is like a 4 out of 10, you know. Not overweight. It's good. Doesn't look, she's not a single mom, doesn't say. But her being a pansexual, that's an L. Tattoos, L. Fake lips, L. Piercings, L. Yeah, that's too much. All right. Let's take a look at this next one. Look, why? Are they just all the same? They're just all the same. Same piercings, same tattoos. Come on. Where's the. Aren't they supposed to be different? Tattoos will always equal emotional damage. Tattoos equal emotional damage. That's just the truth. All right, 28 years old, Christian conservative. Hold on. All right. Okay. She's 28 years old, Christian conservative. Remember that. 28 Christian conservative. 28 Christian conservative. Let's see. All right. Some golf thing. Don't hate me if I ran about how everything is poison and the government is trying to kill us. That's true. I agree. But if you're gonna believe that everything is poison and the government is trying to kill you, what do you think that is? What is all over your body? Adrenaline junkie, that just tells me she's going to be very hard to please, ADD, ADHD type, hard to settle down, not compatible for a long term relationship, but not a completely lost cause. I would just be, I mean, is this what a Christian? So don't even put them together, right? So she's a Christian and a conservative. Okay, see those as two separate things. So if she is just a Christian, is this a Christian right here? Is this what it is? Is this a conservative by itself? Now imagine you put both together, Christian conservative. This is the new movement right here, right? Tattoo sleeves, nose piercing like every other liberal with pronouns. And it's weird because she has a lot of good things going for her. She's not overweight, not a single mom, is aware of kind of like what's going on in the world with this, but it seems kind of delusional. All right. Got a little 2-for-1 package here. So let's see. All right. 30 years old, Christian conservative. Good. Christian conservative. All right. Let's see. What a transition, huh? Let's go back to that. 30 years old, Christian conservative. And then we go right here. I guess this is modern traditionalism. All right. Well, let's look at the positives here. Not overweight, no crazy tattoos. Two truths and a lie. No one cares if she's been to 22 countries. That like if she's a traveler, if she's been to 22 countries, that's actually an L. Drinking wine, that's an L. Steak medium rare, W. This is a tricky one. Tricky. Christian, conservative. Good. Those are the good things. All right. So Christian, conservative, not overweight, no crazy tattoos. So those are the good things. Not a single mom. That's good. Wants kids. So she's a 6, maybe 7 out of 10. But this picture right here is just, that's the one where I'm like, I don't know. She might be one of those new Christian conservative women that are like in the fad. It's become hip, trendy. Because she knows, women inherently know if you go to certain places, you're going to find better quality guys. Not always, but typically. Are you going to find a better man or woman at a bar or church? Are you going to find a better man or woman at a Bible study or the gym compared to going to the clubs? Right. So women inherently know if they become or go into Christianity, Catholicism, conservatism, they're going to find a guy that's more of a protector and provider, more traditional. The problem is these modern women think, I mean, imagine this is something you would do it behind closed doors in private. Is that a cross? And she's wearing a cross right there. Look at that. You couldn't even. RIP. Let's do this next one here. And this is a different chick too, and she's wearing a cross. How are you gonna wear the cross? Just like cleavage out. And this is intentional. Girls are extremely aware of how they dress, and they take pictures damn near as soon as they're able to hold a phone. They know how to take a picture. So this is all intentional right here. 32 years old, teacher, life partner. That's gay. Doesn't look like there's too many tattoos. Doesn't look too overweight. Goes to the gym. That's good. That's actually, that's acceptable. Typical Sunday church. Okay. Kind of questionable as far as the attire. Man, she's like every other modern chick that's into Christianity now. She goes to the gym. She's in a run club. She's got to let everyone know. Just remember, it's easier to wear the cross than it is to carry the cross. Man. That first picture, though, I can't get over that. That is too much. But for a long-term relationship, it's like a 5 out of 10. Because if you can get her to conform to what the Bible actually says, like, then she should not be like she knows how to do it, right? She knows how to dress modestly, so she chooses to not to do that sometimes. So if you should be able to convince her to dress more modestly if she's really into you. If you can't convince her and if she's not going to listen to you, then you just move on. It's that simple. You need to waste your time with that. All right. So, I mean, not overweight, but a really odd shaped body. And the pronouns, I don't know. All right, 33. All right, what? Catholic and liberal. "33, Catholic liberal." Catholic liberal. What? She's 33 years old, Catholic and liberal. Dressed like that. That's damn near lingerie. Come on now. Come on now. A single single mom right there. So how you gonna be dressed like this, not only as a Catholic, but as a mother? Wow. And this one too, come on. All right, 35 years old, and you got to be. So she wants someone who is respectful, compassionate, caring, honest, and committed. Okay. That's fair. 35. The main thing to remember is if they say that, oh, I want someone who's respectful, okay, then you can demand respect from them. And that comes in the form of obeying you, submitting to you, and dressing modestly. Because that's respect. Respect goes both ways. And she should know that as a Catholic, but a Catholic liberal, They're not real. And I'll explain why. You cannot be a Catholic and liberal. Catholicism believes in pro life, liberalism believes in pro choice. Catholicism believes in gender roles, traditional marriage. Liberalism believes in all the genders. There are no gender norms. So that's why you cannot be Catholic and liberal. It's either one or the other. She recently she recently discovered that she's open to adventures and explore different places that she has never been to before. Okay. And she will not shut up about Disney or never date a Disney adult. It's that simple. Come on, man. The crazy thing is she's 35, wants kids but doesn't have kids. Catholic and liberal. Yet she's all about exploring new places. Why not focus on marriage and starting a family? Give up Disney, give up the lifestyle. Give all this up. All right. Why is your dog dress? Why? Never trust a woman who dresses up their dogs. It's just odd. All right, so 40 years old, Catholic. Okay. 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 All right, so she could stay up all night talking about conspiracy theories that actually make sense. Obscure political drama from the 1800s. Okay. Mm. No, that's not going to work out. All right, so this will be the last one for Hinge. Then we'll go to Tinder and Bumble. All right, so this year she really wants to travel the world. Never date a girl who loves to travel, I promise you, because it's just waste of time. Waste of time, money, energy, resources. It's expensive and time consuming. 35 years old, Catholic. How are you going to be a Catholic, but your goal is to travel the world? Make that make sense. Okay, not overweight. That's a good thing. No crazy tattoos. That's good. Okay. The way to win her over is being yourself, transparent, fun, family oriented, ambitious, goal oriented, into fitness. It's a lot of things. Okay. Hopefully she brings all that as well. All right. So again, the positives are no crazy tattoos, not overweight, and she's Catholic. Those are the good things. Um, all right. Does any of this make sense together? Look at everything on the screen right there. Does any of that make sense? Should any of that go together? No. How are you going to be a Catholic with kids, but your goal is to travel the world? So you're a single mom who's a Catholic, and your goal is to travel the world. What? That's crazy. Crazy. All right. Let's do some Bumble here. Oh, wow. Okay. 43 years old. Uh, okay. So the positive is doesn't look like she's got any tattoos. Catholic, that's positive. Doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. Good. Again, liberal and Catholic. You cannot be liberal and Catholic unless somebody can really explain to me how those two things go together. Uh, she's she's overweight, obviously. So okay. So I guess you could consider this like a DIY project, a do-it-yourself project. If she lost like 60, 70 pounds, you take her to the gym with you every day. She lost about 70 pounds. She'd look good. Slim her up a little bit. Uh, the age, though, if you're younger than her and want kids, want a family, it's not worth your time. But if you're around her age, don't want kids, then sure, go for it. But that does not make sense. Doesn't make sense. I don't know. All right. All right. Bumble, 33 years old, just a Wisconsin girl living in Las Vegas. When I'm not cuddling my kittens, I'm traveling the world. Uh, doesn't have kids. Okay. Long term relationship. She loves cats and what? Okay. Uh, bathing an elephant. Shocked. Again, traveling somewhere. L. Oh, I'm just what? Does every girl just do the same thing? Is all they do is just travel, 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 travel? Wow. It's never going to work out when you date a girl who travels. It's just never going to work out. All right. 29 years old. Uh, not overweight. Good. But again, there it is. Traveling. Doesn't want kids. All right. So at least she's honest. So, all right. That makes sense. Because you cannot be obsessed with traveling and then expect to settle down and have kids. It's just not going to work. Can't be always exploring new cities and doing all these things. So if you're a guy out there, don't want kids, already have kids, then yeah, date a girl like this. But if you want your own kids, a family to settle down, this is exactly what you don't want. Avoid this because she's going to sit there and worship what? Rocks. She's going to worship a rock. Again, so what if she's a liberal, huh? Look at that. That piercing, I'm telling you. Liberal. You can always tell right there. Ooh. What? Definitely avoid that. You're on a dating app looking for a guy to have a relationship with, and this is your first picture? And you want kids, and you don't have kids. Come on. She's looking for a life partner. That probably explains it. So she's a liberal, looking for a life partner. That's exactly what she wants. Whoa, what a combination right there. Mm. Didn't vote for Donald Trump. Okay. That would be a handful right there. Okay. All right, 40 years old, Catholic. There's her bio right there. Jet setter. Jet setter with a day job, equal parts passport stamp collector and spontaneous adventurer. She wants someone who's curious, down to explore the world, with that little jet emoji right there. And you're how can you be conservative and Catholic? That doesn't even make sense. Oh, wow. Hopefully she can figure that out. Got another one here, 40 years old. You want kids at 40. Okay. All right, so 40 years old, not overweight, no tattoos, good. She wants kids. I wonder why she hasn't had kids yet. Because she says all the right things, and she wants all the right things. She wants kids, marriage, not overweight, no tattoos, no crazy piercings. Okay. Yeah, not overweight. Again, no tattoos. I wonder why this hasn't happened for her yet. Why do you think she hasn't found the guy? Because she needs you to be intentional, right? She tells you right here, I know we're aligned if you're intentional with your life, value growth, and know how to have fun along the way. Okay. That's believable. I guess intention can go both ways, right? Were you intentional about marriage and kids? I don't think so. All right. So that's the dating app stuff. Let's take a look at some dating content. What's going on in the dating sphere? What's going on out here? Whoa. So whatever podcast. Let's take a look.
Y'all are attractive women. You're going to get guys who are going to pay for dates and open the car door, even if you just got by a dude yesterday. I get it. That's the dating landscape. I'm saying that's a raw deal for a man that you could get out last night and still have another man's inside of you, and then you go on a date, you got out on Friday, Bartholomew's taking you on a Saturday out to a fancy steak dinner, you've literally got another man's leaking out to the side of your leg, expecting chivalry. Women will have a buddy, and then they'll still be dating. Y'all got rosters, y'all got situationships. If you're a woman and maybe you're dealing with a new guy and you done just got cracked, and it's some boy who you're like, he's hot, I'll crack, but you as the woman will crack, and you'll know he's not going to give you commitment, but he's hot and attractive and whatever, he gives you the tingles, and then the very next day you'll be on a date with another guy, and expecting him to be the pillar of chivalry and gentlemanly treatment while you literally have some boys still inside of you. That's how fucking backwards dating is. Y'all are attractive women. You're gonna get...
Okay. Well, first of all, let's replay that.
Guys who are gonna pay for
So
dates
just take a look
and
at
open
each
the
of these
car door,
girls,
even
right?
if you just got
You can just tell
by
straight
a
up,
dude
this is not
yesterday.
a girl
I
you
get
ever
it.
take
That's the
seriously.
dating landscape. I'm
Look
saying
at how
that's a
they
raw
present
deal for a
themselves, look at how
man
they're
that you
dressed.
could get
You would never
out
take a
last
girl like
night
this
and still have
seriously.
another man's
Right,
inside of you, and then you go on a
that
date.
she's a girl
You got
worth taking
out on
serious.
Friday. Bartholomew's
Just look at- none of
taking
these
you
chicks, they're just-
on a Saturday out to a fancy steak dinner. You've literally got
So that's the
another
first
man's
mistake.
leaking
Yeah,
out
use your
to the
eyes,
side
you
of your
use your
leg,
discernment to tell
expecting
you that
chivalry.
these are the
Women
types of
will
girls
have
that
a
are not,
buddy, and then they'll still
virtuous,
be
modest, or
dating.
chivalrous,
Y'all
so-
got rosters, y'all got situations.
You got to be able to see through that, because I mean, this is what is this?
You have to be trad and chivalrous. You got to be like 1950s. But for me, I'm going to be 2026, throwing on an Instagram and sticking bad dragons up inside my... And expect a guy to pay for the date. Or be chivalrous. Oh, let me open the car door for you. It's like, come on. Guys will still do it, but you don't deserve it.
I feel like yeah, we don't deserve it, but if a guy does it for us, it's because they want to. Some people
course.
get off to the fact that we do what we do.
When you say do...
What a good boy.
That's exactly the type of guy that they want.
what you do.
Yeah, like the whole or like the this work, whatever. Turn
Whoa,
on.
wait, hold on. Let's be real here. When you're seriously considering dating a guy, is it a pro or a con if he's already gooning to your shit? Wouldn't you prefer the guy who, like, maybe when you meet, he has no idea who you are and he's not like some fan?
My boyfriend that I've been dating for 2 years, he already told me that he used to go off to my Instagram before.
What a good boy.
What a disgrace.
Before I ever even talked to him. And we're
You're-
together and happy, so.
You have to be trad and chivalrous. You got to be like 1950s. But for me, I'm going to be 2026, throwing on an Instagram and sticking bad dragons up inside my... And expect a guy to pay for the date. Or be chivalrous. Oh, let me open the car door for you. It's like, come on. Guys will still do it, but you don't deserve it.
I feel like yeah, we don't deserve it, but if a guy does it for us, it's because they want to. Some people
course.
get off to the fact that we do what we do.
When
That's the thing. So some guys get off on the fact that they are on those sites, that they take their clothes off for money, because those guys are simps. They're weak. They're... Don't be that guy. You're better off just being alone, because this is...
Man is always asking for a date. Like, why can't he just pay?
Because women have the privilege of being able to be passive. You can sit back and let the men come to you and pick amongst the men come to you. As a woman, you can never shoot your shot with a guy. You can never approach a man, and you will have hundreds of options throughout the course of your life. For most men, if they did what y'all do, which is be passive and sit back, they would die virgins. They would never have a girlfriend. They would never have... Like, you compare the average man to the average woman. Average woman will be bombarded on dating apps. She'll get hit on if she goes out to a bar or a club, or even she goes to the shopping mall. She goes to Trader Joe's. She goes grocery.
All that's natural. That's never going to change. The guy's always going to be the pursuer, and the girl's going to be the pursuee, right? The guy goes for it, the girl receives. That's how it is 90% of the time. There are some girls that are going to be more aggressive and assertive, but that's rare. That's never going to change. And the fact that because an average girl can get more access than an average guy, yeah, that's true. Then just don't be an average guy. It's that simple. Don't be an average guy. Improve yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. Those 4 things, that's it. You can go from below average to above average in 12 months. Go to the gym every day. Work out, lift weights, run every day. Eat right, eat enough food, cut the weight, get some muscles, have some abs. You don't need to look like a bodybuilder. Just get in shape. You can do that in 12 months, easy. Mentally develop yourself, self-educate, read books on a variety of subjects. Okay, philosophy, politics, economics, religion. Understand how the world works. Spiritually develop a relationship with God. Go to church. Follow a religion. Become a man of virtue. Right? And then financially, you don't have to be a multimillionaire to be above average. Average salary is like $50,000 a year. So if you can get that baseline, just get a second job. Make a couple extra $1,000 a month. Now you're $70,000, $80,000 a year. Now you're above average. Now you're not overweight. Now you're not addicted to video games, weed, porn. Now you're above average. Now instead of getting no action on dating apps or in person, now you're getting at least a couple dozen.
Free shopping. Maybe it doesn't happen all the time, but she might get approached there. You take an average guy, and he did what y'all do, literally would die a virgin. You put an average woman into a male's body. That woman in the male's body would literally die
True.
virgin if she moved the way the typical woman moves.
That's good though. Man is always asking for a date. Like, why can't he like just pay?
Because women. What do your parents think about the OF?
Honestly, they weren't too mad about it. My dad really understood. He was like, I get why you're doing it. You're probably making good.
She's lying. I guarantee you her dad did not say that. I guarantee you he did not say that. She's doing this for rage bait, attention, and validation. Guaranteed. Get him on camera saying that statement.
Money off of it,
Ooh,
but
ew. Ooh, that's kind of gross.
but
Meanwhile, this chick is trying to play the... She's like the duality. She's trying to be, oh, I understand men. Women, you shouldn't be doing this. Ew. This chick has an OF. She's playing the game too.
they don't want me doing it by all means, but they definitely understand why.
Wait, did your dad actually say you're probably making a lot of money on there?
He was, I understand that you probably do make a good amount of money. Wait, no, don't make him out weird.
It's a little weird to say because it's like, oh, you're goonable. My daughter is goonable.
No, I don't even want to think about that. No.
I think he's just supportive of her.
I think we need to bring back disciplinarian fathers. So what did you say just now?
Supportive of her?
He's supportive.
Yeah.
But you're saying,
Wouldn't the supportive thing of a father be, the f*** did you just say to me? You're posting pictures of your f***ing on the internet?
Dad,
You'd
it's
rather
a
this
dream.
f***ing house disowned. Disowned. That's a supportive, loving father.
My life can't control me.
What do your parents think about that?
That's true. She's trolling because, yeah, a supportive father is not allowing you to do whatever you want. That's the problem is so many parents are friends with their kids. They're not even parents. They don't parent their own kids. They just want to be friends with them because it's too hard to be a parent. Their job is too hard. They come home tired. They just throw their kid on a phone, on an iPad. Just leave me alone. They enable their kids, and this is the byproduct of that. Okay? Most of these kids grow up without a father, even in the life. And the ones that do have a father aren't even fathering them. They're supporting them with this degeneracy.
I've been Catholic my whole life.
When you say been,
I was baptized
are you
when I was young.
still religious?
Yes, I still go to church.
So you're a practicing Catholic. What kind of content do you do on your OF?
I do a little bit of JOI, some strip teases.
Boy, girl?
Yeah, I guess.
Ah, there it is. And you're a Catholic who goes to church on Sunday?
Yes.
You know what you should do next Sunday? Go up to the priest. Go up, be like, I sell videos of me getting f***ed on the internet. Is Jesus cool with that, man? Do it. Just see what they say.
It's like,
The problem is some of these people will actually be like, Jesus still loves you. And they're right. The problem is he'll tell you to sin no more. They like to always use the saying of, oh, the man who is without sin cast the first stone. True. But you've got the other half of that verse. Continue sinning no more. So yeah, they can say all these things. Oh, don't judge. Not your place to judge. And you're right. But I'm critiquing. And you cannot be a Catholic or a Christian and engage in this type of profession, if you want to call it that.
confession.
You should go. Do you go to confession?
I have not done one.
Is she? I don't know if you're actually Catholic.
I am
You might
Catholic.
be trolling. And you go every Sunday?
100% controlling or 100% trolling.
Do you feel any guilt?
Yeah, I do feel
Okay.
quite a bit of guilt.
So how do you reconcile being a Catholic and doing this work?
Yeah, it definitely is hard morals wise because it's like, oh, well, you can do this and make this amount of money. Like, why wouldn't I do that? I've been Catholic my whole life.
When you say been,
Oh, wow. People are trying to justify this. This is crazy. The fact that she at least feels some guilt is a big sign of her faith. So this dude right here,
What a good boy. What a good boy.
I can fix her. No, you cannot fix her. It's not your job to fix her. These women will be in they'll be in Catholic church, Christian church, trying to find that, that young innocent guy. You don't have to save her. She'll figure it out down the road. That is not for you to do.
what is more important to you? Your earthly, superficial, materialistic aims or Jesus?
Jesus.
But how could this possibly be if you're doing something that is completely contradictory and contrary to the religion that you belong to, Catholicism?
I really just think it's just falling back into sin. Everybody sins.
Jesus says, go and sin no more.
Yeah.
Humans are imperfect. From a religious perspective, Christians will sin. They will act imperfectly. But if you're continually bathing in sin, as you are, it's a little harder to defend than, I made this mistake, I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah, no, that definitely is the part that I do.
Do you only do it for money?
Yeah, just to get myself stable.
I would say think about it really, really, really long and hard before going further into it if you're only doing it for money. If you're only going into this for money, you're going to come out of it very scarred and very f***ed up.
You don't want more women to get into it because that's more competition for you. What is more important to you? Your
that's
earthly,
the-
superficial, materialistic aim, contrary to the
I would say
That's the crazy thing is this chick is trying to come from like the high moral ground, the moral high ground, but she does OF herself. So she's trying to get those guys to be like, oh yeah, look at her, calling her out. She shouldn't do that. Meanwhile, she does the exact same thing. This is a succubus, a harlot, a wolf in sheep's clothing. She is actually the worst one here compared to all the other ones when it comes to the sin that they're performing. Yeah, this is the one you got to look out for sure.
On a scale of 0 to 10, rate your own looks.
Face 6, body 6.
Face 6, body 6, 2.
Face 5, body 5.5.
Face 5, body 4.
I'd say face 5, body 5.
Face 5, body 4.
Face 8, body 8.
Face 6, body 6.
Face 6, body maybe like 3.5.
You said face 6, body 3.5.
Maybe never X-sick, like a lot of guys don't like that. Like they like the thick, like Sophie Rain Gorlock build.
Gorlock build is crazy.
Your own looks.
Face 6, body 6.
2 and 1.
Face 6, body 6,
4 and 4.
2.
Face 5, body
3 and 2.
5.5.
Face 5, body 4.
Probably 6 and 3.
I'd say face 5, body 5.
4 and 4.
Face 5, body 4.
Maybe 6 and 6.
Face 8, body 8.
Face
4 and 4.
6, body 6.
3 and 3.
Face 6, body maybe like
And 5 and 5. But I want you to pay attention. Look back. So
On a scale of 0 to 10, rate.
listen to their voices and look at their eyes. You can tell they have sold their soul. There's nothing inside of them. They have that that glazed look with their eyes, like they're high on weed or the birth control that they're on, the SSRIs. Just look at their energy, their eyes.
Your own looks.
Face 6, body 6.
Face 6, body 6, 2.
Face 5, body 5.5.
I mean, she looks like there's nothing inside of her.
Face 5, body 4.
I'd say face 5, body 5.
Face 5, body 4.
Face 8.
Meanwhile, this was the same chick right here, the one in the minimum yearly that was calling all the other girls out.
What is the minimum yearly income to be your future husband?
I said this last time. Not having kids.
$1 million a year.
1 million.
Yeah, I said to the last.
Say it one more time.
$1 million a year.
So you think you're worth $1 million a year?
I don't see why she's not.
Thank you, girl.
Period. Who agrees?
You might be a little delusional, but it's okay.
If that's what she thinks she deserves, then
50K.
Honestly, I'd probably say like 50K, just as long as they have a job and they're pushing.
These chicks are just saying what they know most guys are because they're just trying to get your attention and validation. They're trying to get you to go to their profile, go to their link because they want you to just be like that.
Self.
probably like 80 to 100K.
I don't really know. Just have a job.
Doesn't matter.
This chick has no soul. Like, just look at
80 to
her.
100K.
I don't really know. Just
There's nothing in this chick right here. She's dead.
Just as long as they have a job and they're pushing themselves.
Probably like 80 to 100K.
I don't really know. Just have a job.
Doesn't matter. Felicity wants to be a sugar mama.
Yeah, just have a job.
Just have McDonald's. Come on, bro. Ladies, what do you think? Do you think she'll get a millionaire?
She could, yeah.
You think,
Thank
you think she'll get a millionaire?
What makes you worth $1 million? I'm not saying you're not, but what makes you worth $1 million a year?
I don't know. I just make like a lot of money, and I'm loyal to that man. Whatever. Why should not my man?
Is loyalty
have,
like
a
the
lot of
only
money?
bar?
What is the minimum yearly income to be your future husband?
I said this last time. 80K, 50 if I'm not having kids.
$1 million a year.
1 million.
Yeah, I said to the last.
Say it one more time.
$1 million a year.
So you think you're worth $1 million a year?
I don't see why she's not.
Thank you, girl.
Period. Who agrees?
You might be a little delusional, but it's okay.
If that's what she thinks she deserves, then
50K.
Honestly, I'd probably say like 50K, just as long as they have a job and they're pushing themselves.
probably like 80 to 100K.
I don't really know. Just have a job.
Doesn't matter. Felicity.
What? What is this thing?
He wants to be a sugar mama.
Yeah, just have a job. Just like
Just
do
have
something with your
McDonald's.
life.
Come on, bro. Lady.
What?
Bruh.
Look at. There's no way. This is a performance. This is performative right here. Look at all these soy boy simps, these weak men. Oh, yes, thank you. God bless America. Happy 4th. Look at all these. Look at all these. Man, she is playing you all like a fiddle.
What is the minimum yearly income?
Never trust what they say. Watch the behavior.
Do you guys think she'll get a guy who makes $1 million a year?
Black men?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's the other trouble. She likes black guys.
They're 13% of the U.S. That's not happening.
But to be fair, she is kind of their type.
But they're not going
You know
to
what
be
I mean?
millionaires.
What percentage of
What?
men are millionaires? It's like
Less than
0.0005, and then take that, multiply it by the 13% that are black men, and that shows you how many men you've got. It's probably like a few 10,000.
A
Like,
few
you don't even
10,000.
know my personality.
I know your personality.
No, you don't.
I've sat here with
I mean,
you for
yeah,
10 hours.
in front
and
of the
it'll be-
camera, but you don't know how I am.
Oh, you're
off
asking
the
me out on
camera.
a date.
Uh,
I am technically African American, so I don't know if that counts towards the whole black
Give the
thing.
pass.
but why should I not deserve a man? Like, just because of the fact I do OF makes no sense.
It's a probability.
caliber.
It's not even that you do OF that you won't get a guy who makes $1 million. Even if you didn't do OF, I think it's other
I don't think
factors.
anyone deserves a man that
For
makes $1
example.
million.
For example,
You're cute. I'd put you between a 5 and a 6. Do women who are like 5s and 6.
Whoa, man, this hurts. This hurts.
I should not lie about their intentions with women.
I do that.
Yikes. So you lie to men.
I
You said,
do.
so the guys are lover boys.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know.
You're a horrible person for that.
Yeah.
Yikes,
You're
bro.
ruining men so
Well,
that when their wives
Someone got
get
to
them,
do it.
What a good boy.
Are you trolling or is
No,
I
I'm
think
so
she's serious.
serious.
I
No,
think
I'm
she's
actually
serious.
so serious.
Do you think you're a bad person?
I think I'm a good person.
But you ruin men.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, they want to be with me and this and that, but it's like, I don't want to. Why do I have to? I don't have to fake it. If I just want to fuck you, then I just want to fuck you. Like,
but
why do I
you're
have to
lying
fight?
to them.
It's kind of like the turn on about it, you know?
do you see men less than women?
Oh, definitely.
What a good boy.
So you're okay with ruining people for your own personal benefit.
I mean, it's my life.
Like, so you are the center of your universe.
Definitely, because it's my world. I live in it.
That's insane.
Does hurting someone else even affect you? Like,
No,
do you
because
care?
it's not my. No.
What? I hope that every person she meets will see this. No, it's true. That's the important thing about social media is if you ever go out and meet a girl, whether it's in person or online, if you can get her social media, that's gold. Look at her Instagram and TikTok. Because if she is out here like this, you're dodging a bullet. You could save yourself months of just wasted time and energy.
There are certain things that like come with being a man that
Like
like
what?
you just like you don't have to worry about your safety. Like,
Yes, I
when
do.
you
I
just
actually
do
think I have to
certain
worry
stuff.
about my safety more than all of
You
you.
don't know like how it feels to be a woman and know that
You
like
don't know what it-
probably over half of like the world's population is automatically able to overpower you if they want.
When it comes to safety, men also have very legitimate safety concerns.
But I just think it's-
men are more likely to be victim of violent crime. If you're in a public area and some like random man walks up to you and starts like smacking you around, other men will come to your defense and intervene on your beat. Total strangers will intervene, and that guy's probably gonna get fucking curb stomped. If I'm getting smacked around by some dude, nobody's coming to come defend Brian.
I feel like
So that's a privileged. Women basically have default bodyguard. Like women just have random bodyguards.
I've seen, now it might be like propaganda or whatever, like maybe I'm just on like a certain side of Instagram or whatever, but I feel like a lot of the times it's actually women that will like come to defend other women. There are certain things.
What? If you're out in public and you see a girl in trouble, of course you step in. If you see a man in trouble, most people aren't going to step in. So there's a double standard with that. There's no way.
What's your body count?
3.
5 men, 2 women.
I think it's like 17.
7.
2, 4.
Bro, you are full of shit.
She is.
You are full of shit. There's no fucking way. There's no way your body count is 4.
If we're like going all the way back from high school to now, like
Yeah, just-
intimacy, I'd be like maybe like 24.
Wait, and you're what, 21 or?
21, yeah.
21.
2.
How is your body count going to be higher than your age?
A guy 1, and then with women, I low-key lost count.
Give us like over 10.
Over 10, under 20.
Multiply it by 3, and that's the real number.
Oof.
So why are you above a guy? Because most women hate guys for exactly what you are saying. You are
As
the
bad
guy.
as those men that women say I hate all men.
Okay, and that's why I find it.
How are these girls attacking her when they all take their clothes off for money? It's like the girls on the right side are trying to perform for the guys that watch this, that are in the chat, to try to make them seem like they're not like these other girls. They're not succubuses. They're not trying to just extract money from you when really they're all there for attention and validation. Attacking her, they're all the same.
You think it's funny to ruin people's lives?
I think that people know when it's real or not. And if a girl is telling you lies, you know the truth. Like, no,
she's
please.
lying.
I'm so serious. Like, you're a sucker. Do you think that that man is really at the end of the day gonna think that I want a relationship with them?
Yes.
Yeah. Why does that matter to me though?
I think do you not have a conscience about?
None of them have a conscience. All these chicks are just trying to like white knight themselves.
At all?
He chooses to like
under false pretenses.
Yeah, it's different
But
because
that's
you're
not my
going into it
problem.
saying.
Would you consider it SA to a certain extent? Because you're getting these men under false pretenses, and if a man did the same thing to a woman,
They all are. What?
Are you actually Catholic or you're just trolling?
Yeah. No, I'm Catholic.
Do you believe that the Bible is God breathed?
I think it's definitely been like scripted different.
So the God is wrong.
No.
it's misinterpreted.
who changed.
Yeah.
The translations, there's a portion in there, there's a verse that's like, it's okay to spread your pussy. It was mistranslated. Lust is one of the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah.
Lust. But lust also includes inducing lust.
Yeah.
So by virtue of you doing and producing content, you are inducing lust in men. That's a sin.
Yeah.
But you're also lusting yourself too.
I think she knows it's a
Greed.
sin.
If you know it's a sin, should Christians actively sin?
No.
Now, Christians will end up sinning.
Yeah.
They'll fall into sin. But you're not, I don't know, you're not supposed to be actively in defiance of the word of God.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I just think about those like
Okay,
people that
go get your phone. You can delete your OF right now. Are you actually Catholic or are you just trolling?
No, I'm Catholic.
Do you...
I'm an 8.
Are you the most beautiful woman at the table from your own perspective?
I guess I am.
I'll just go around the table and you say yes or no.
Man, that was painful. Oh, fucking head hurts. Oh, can you imagine sitting on that and having to talk to them for 8, 9 hours? I lost IQ points just on that, on just a couple minutes. As a man, it is fair for women to want financial stability. I know this is a hot take among men, but hear me out. It's not a hot take. Of course. Of course, you want financial stability, and you should provide that for the girl you're with. I met a girl that I really like, but now I feel like I don't want to continue after seeing what she posts on social media. You're absolutely right. If you don't like what she posts, then just get out and just move on. So he's 30, met someone through a work event recently, 25, and we really hit it off. We seem to have a lot of things in common, and she seemed to express interest in me the same way that I express interest in her. This is all a bit of a shock to me since my experience in dating is somewhat limited. I've had one relationship before, but that's been about it. We haven't gone on an actual date yet, but we're talking about one and planning one. Okay. Basically, her social media presence consists of what I'll describe as thirst trap photos, her showing off her body, trying to look sexy. I'm honestly not sure how I feel. There's nothing wrong with her expressing herself however she wants to on her social media pages, but I'm getting the impression that her and I might be too different. I'm not really into people who present themselves that way, and her entire lifestyle and background looks very privileged. I do wear it very well. Okay. Let's see. One of my coworkers. Why is everybody so gay? Look at that. I think you might be jumping to conclusions. No, what you see on social media is what most people truly present themselves as. So if she's putting herself out there, thirst trapping, dressing, dressing, if you don't agree with that, it's not your job to change her. You want someone that's already right for you. Yeah, external validation. Why is she trying to get external validation from other guys? Yeah, there's no way. Always check out her social media. Look at her Instagram and TikTok because that tells you everything you need to know. If she talks to her TikTok like it's a therapist, move on. If she's thirst trapping and seeking attention and validation on Instagram, move on. Oh, wow.
At every step. We will not end aid to Israel until Israel tells us they are ready for it.
Why is there so much support for a foreign government, a foreign country? It doesn't matter if it's Israel, China, Russia, Uganda, New Zealand, Poland. It shouldn't be any foreign country. The problem is all these people are bought and paid for by all lobbies, foreign and domestic.
The workers, the technicians, the mechanics, the welders, the engineers of General Motors. Thank you to the auto workers, the technicians, the mechanics, the welders, the engineers of General Motors, because there's no finer group of people. And it was workers like you who built this country. And now it's the men and women like you who are making it bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. We are doing unbelievably well as a country. We're building more auto factories and more plants than at any time in the history of our country. And someday the fake news is going to be writing stories about it. They don't like to write those stories. That's why they call them the fake news. But for decades, the auto workers and manufacturers of this great state were sold out and betrayed by globalist politicians and corrupt special interests who let other countries steal your jobs, pillage your factories, and loot the crown jewels of American industry from Detroit and all over our country. They were ripping us off, not only in the auto business, but in many other businesses. Every president before me promised to stop it, but none of them did anything. They did nothing. But now, at long last, Michigan finally has a president who stands up for Michigan auto workers and put.
Let's see. Let's take a look. We'll even use the most far right AI bot. Let's see. Quality. Let's see where GM ranks in top 20 for America only. There's just no way. Definitely not top 5. But somehow they're the beacon. They're the beacon of American success. Right. Top 5 or top 10 maybe? We'll see. We want quality, durability, and reliability. Let's see where GM falls. Because you already know Lexus and Toyota are going to be the top 2. Probably Hyundai. Or not Hyundai. Subaru. So Lexus, Toyota, so Japanese car maker. Subaru, Honda, Buick. So Buick is part of GM. Wow. So Buick is ranked 5th, then Chevy 7th, Cadillac 8th, GMC 19th. So the aggregate is like what? 8th? 8th best? Because the easy thing is, you think tariffs work, tariff is going to make us focus more on America made, America first. That's not true. Tariffs just get passed down to the consumer. That's just a fact. If you want to make it better for us, you got to give them better materials. A car right now is made up of like 400 different parts. Dozens of different industries are part of that. So there's so much regulation. There's so many hands in the cookie jar when it comes to making new vehicles. That's why we're decades behind China and other countries when it comes to automaking. All right, so General Motors, multi-billion dollar U.S. investments, around $4 to $6 billion, including expanding Orion Township, Michigan plant, adding capacity shifts at other sites, moving production of certain SUVs from Mexico to Kansas. So GM is investing $5 billion, Ford $3 billion, Chrysler Jeep Ram $13 billion. Toyota's expanding in San Antonio. So they're coming away from Mexico to here. Full new greenfield plants take years, so job gains have lag. Federal data shows mixed results. Overall manufacturing employment has been uneven, with some reports of net losses over the past year, including in motor vehicles and parts, alongside recent monthly gains and overtime activity. Tariffs have raised costs for some manufacturers, billions in duties paid, with effects on the prices, supply chains, and short-term disruptions noted by analysts and companies. So tariffs have been hurting the industry. The core strategy remains using tariffs as leverage for reshoring while providing transitional relief and regulatory flexibility to support U.S. assembly and content. Yeah, so the tariffs are actually hurting. What a shock. Wow. So projected direct jobs from major investments is going to be about 12,000, with only 5,000 jobs across Illinois, Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. General Motors, about 3,000 jobs. Ford, about 1,700. Toyota, 2,000. Isn't that crazy? All of that for 12,000 jobs. What a scam.
Congresswoman. I mean, she's literally a fraud. This is a person who came to the USA to corrupt its people and resources. She went from a negative $65,000 net worth to over $30 million and denies it. She denies it and she blames it on an accounting error. That's not all. Then there's the winery with no clear location, no wine at all. No phone number, no visible operations. It seems abnormal, doesn't it? And then she proceeds to insult the reporter asking about these things, asking her to explain it to the people.
What is this? The whores realized they could get more attention grifting off of the... Oh, wow. Who is this chick? And this is all true. That's why they're pushing AI so much. They want that digital ID, digital currency, digital everything. That way they can control it and shut you down. Think about 2020, think about COVID. If you didn't put a mask on, if you didn't get the vaccine, they'll just turn off your money. They'll just turn off your ID. You can't do anything. That's the end goal. We're still decades away from that, but that's definitely the end goal. That's why AI is being pushed. Made in America. Yeah, right. All right. That's all for the stream. Tomorrow, I'll have more dating app profiles to go through. It takes time to go through all these and to get it all set up, blurring out everything because it's part of the process so you don't get banned. But yeah, we start off the stream with, looking at these dating app profiles, looking at Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble, and using it as a way to give you dating advice and dating tips for relationships. Understanding what women say, what they want compared to what their lifestyle or their behavior is showing you, right? That's why you have to make sure a woman's words matches her actions. Does her behavior match her lifestyle with her outlook on life, and where does she see herself? So it's important for you to see the psychology behind dating and also understanding human nature, whether it's male or female. You need to understand human nature and how people think. And that's how you can survive. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you have any questions or comments, you can ask, and we'll do